What's up, Tuna Hits? Welcome back to another YouTube video here with Phil, and today we are going to be talking about the Laver Cup. Now, for those that don't know what the Laver Cup is a new sort of tournament where Roger Federer and Nick Kyrgios started the idea last year, where they take Team World versus Team Europe and they combine them together for a 3-day event. Now, the captains of each team, we have Bjorn Borg for Team Europe and John McEnroe for Team World, and then they put them together into an elite competition to take home the Laver Cup, named after the legendary tennis player Rod Laver. Personally, I didn't get to watch all of the matches, but I have watched last year's event and kept up with this year's event, and I think this can be something really big. I love this event, and I think it's something that could be much bigger than Davis Cup, just because of the level of competition and because the amount of star-studded players that are constantly showing up for this. Now, when we talk about the Laver Cup, Team Europe won it this year, and they won it last year as well. And these top players they just make it more exciting than it is. This year it was in Chicago, and you have the black court, you have a crazy atmosphere, and you have players that aren't really playing for the money aspect, they're playing for pride. They're playing like it was for the Davis Cup, but you have multiple cultures being integrated into one team, which I think makes it a lot more interesting when it comes to that kind of type of stuff. Let's just get straight into it. The Laver Cup, like I said, between Team World and Team Europe, it's a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the teams have to win to 13 points. Day 1, each match is worth 1 point. Day 2, each match is worth 2 points, and Day 3 is worth 3 points per match. Now, every match that I've watched is fantastic, and it's a lot more exciting because the format is 2 sets, and then if it goes to a third, it goes to a 10-point match tiebreaker. Now, it's not conveniently like a 3 out of 5 or a regular 2 out of 3 set, but the 10-point tiebreaker was used so much this year that it just made matches more exciting and more fun to watch. Personally, we had Djokovic, we had Zverev, we had Anderson, each one going to 3 sets. Even in the doubles this year, we had Djokovic and Federer playing, and even though they lost their match, that was a lot of fun to watch them play together, especially two greats like them. I personally loved each match, and watching this kind of format really makes the game go faster and makes it more entertaining and more competitive when it comes to that kind of competition. Some of the matches that I wanted to highlight was probably the Federer versus Isner match and the, what was it? And the Zverev-Anderson match to close out. So for the Federer-Isner match, Federer saved 2 match points against Isner, and he ended up beating Isner in the 3rd set. And I think it's much more exciting to have that 10-point tiebreaker, because while it's used in the junior level a lot more, in the USTA and college level sometimes, it's just a lot more fun to watch because every point is at the edge of your seat. It's much more competitive, and when you play a guy like Isner, it puts a lot more pressure on his serve, and when you rely on your serve that much, it just makes it a lot more fun to watch as well. And Federer, with his new Uniqlo contract and watching him play with that Laver exclusive racket, I think it's a lot more fun when he plays at that level as well, because it just makes it more exciting. And seeing that emotion come out of players just for a cup like this, and it's not just Davis Cup, it just makes it more exciting, and people get into it more, especially in a city like Chicago and the US that has a big tennis culture in it, and we want more people to get more excited about that competition. I think this Laver Cup brings out the best competition in these players as well. Wow. And now for the Zverev and Anderson match, I love this match a lot just because Zverev, as young as he is, and the amount of hype that he has as a young player, and we think that he's going to be the next Grand Slam winner, and that he's the future of tennis, right behind Roger, Rafa, and Djokovic. He played a Grand Slam champion, and it was such an exciting match when it came to that, because Zverev played 2 3-set matches, first against Isner and then against Anderson, both players really tough. you can see that he's really trying to prove himself and trying to become the next best thing. And especially when it comes to a Grand Slam, playing players like that, especially Anderson, who's won a Grand Slam, it makes it a lot more fun and a lot more competitive because he wants to get on that level.
Master stroke just when he needed it. Sometimes under pressure, that's not a good thing. Almost prefer to play. That is sheer brilliance. So easy to panic and go for pace.
It's taken. It has been the most dramatic. He's done it! And once again, Team Europe win the Laver Cup.
6-7, 7-5, 10-7.
So him proving himself when it comes to that type of competition, especially when you have Federer, Djokovic, Dimitrov all playing and coaching you at the same time while this is going on, I think it makes it a lot more fun. And he really did prove himself when it came to the Laver Cup. Those were the two matches that I love to watch. And watching the players interact with each other after the Laver Cup as well, when here's footage from Jack Sock's Instagram story from the night after both teams finished all of the competition. So it's really fun to see those guys interact with each other, especially off the court as well. And I think it's a lot more fun when it comes to that. And I think Davis Cup doesn't really bring that out of people, especially with the new format. Some people are very iffy about it, but I think Laver Cup has been very simple so far and very unique. And I think it's brought out a lot of great competition that the tennis world needs to see more of. So that's why I like it a lot more when it comes to that. And I think the Davis Cup still has a lot to work on. And I love the Davis Cup because it's the World Cup of tennis. But when it comes to this type of level of competition and teamwork and flair, that's why I like the Laver Cup a lot more, and I'm a big fan of it because, and I'm advocating for it because this has become such a, for the second year in a row, I think it's brought out the best tennis within these top guys. And I think with the Laver Cup, you're playing for pride, and you're not just playing for yourself, and you're not just playing for your country, you're playing with a group of guys that you get to see on tour and then you get to bond with, and some of these guys get to coach you. When you have players like Federer and Djokovic on your team and they get to coach you through that, I think that's fantastic. I think that's such a great opportunity and a great way for guys to interact with each other, especially with Team World doing all these celebrations and all these crazy things and coaching each other through it. I think it just makes it a lot easier and a lot more entertaining for a tennis fan like myself and a tennis player because you get to see them interact. So for my final word on it, I love the Laver Cup. I think this is going to become something huge in the next couple of years. Next year it's going to be in Geneva, and I'm excited for that as well. So when it comes to this kind of level of competition, I want to see this succeed so badly. I'm a big fan of it, and I love to see this kind of interaction between players continuously happen. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you guys love the Laver Cup as well. Comment down below what you guys thought of the tournament for the second annual and what you want to see more of in the next Laver Cup in Geneva next year as well. If you guys want to check us out on our social media, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, make sure to check out all those. I'm having a giveaway this week on our Instagram page. If you want to go check out the link in our bio, you can check it out as well. This is a photo of what's going to be given away. We're giving away a Tweener t-shirt, a whole pack of grips, and 2 strings from Turna as well. So if you want to go check that out, you can click the link in our bio to find out more about the giveaway. If you want to check us out for our sweet Tweenerhead t-shirts and more behind the scenes content on our website, go to www.tweenerheadtennis.com and make sure to keep following us for the rest of the week and for more adventures. We got a lot of stuff coming up as well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks, guys.